Let me hit you with an uncomfortable truth. Some men don't avoid relationships because they can't get one. They avoid them because they've done the math. And the result scares people because it challenges everything we're told about success, masculinity, and happiness. If you've ever felt more focused, more calm, more powerful alone, but also wondered, am I broken for feeling this way? Stay with me. Because this video isn't about hating relationships. It's about understanding why some men opt out and thrive. And the psychology behind that choice might explain a lot about your motivation, focus, and life direction. Here's what most people miss. Humans don't chase happiness. We chase emotional safety and predictable reward. Psychologists call this avoidance motivation. When your brain says, "Last time this hurt, let's not do that again." Relationships are high reward, but they're also high emotional volatility. And for some guys, the cost-benefit analysis doesn't add up anymore. So let's break down the real reasons, not the internet stereotypes. Here's the first truth people hate hearing. Some guys are genuinely happier single. Not coping, not pretending, not waiting for the right one. Actually happier. No emotional negotiation. No constant mental bandwidth drain. No low-grade stress humming in the background. Psychology calls this baseline regulation, when your nervous system finally stabilizes. And once a man tastes peace, convincing him to trade it for chaos is difficult. Ask yourself, do you miss companionship or do you miss validation? Big difference. This one's controversial, but it's real. Some guys don't want girlfriends because they're in construction mode. They're building skills, income, discipline. Identity relationships demand emotional availability, and growth phases demand obsession. You can't fully optimize both at once. That's not immaturity. That's strategic focus. High performers often delay relationships, not because they're antisocial, but because they understand opportunity cost. Time, energy, attention. Finite resources. Let's get honest. A lot of men were taught one rule growing up. Don't bleed where people can see it. Opening up feels dangerous, like handing someone the knife and saying, "Please don't stab me with this." Psychologists call this emotional risk avoidance, not weakness, conditioning. If you've been punished, mocked, ignored, or abandoned for being vulnerable before, your brain remembers. So some guys choose solitude over exposure, because you can't be betrayed by someone who never had access. This one's quiet, but heavy. Past heartbreak changes people. Not in a dramatic way, in a structural way. Trust fractures. Attachment systems recalibrate. Psychology calls this protective withdrawal. It's not that they don't want love. It's that their nervous system says, "Last time almost broke us." And until healing happens, distance feels safer than hope. Here's something society rarely says out loud. Not everyone is wired for romance. Some men are aromantic. They don't experience romantic attraction the way others do. No longing, no craving, no emotional fireworks. And forcing that script on them? That's like telling an introvert to just love parties. Nothing's wrong with them. Different wiring. Same humanity. Pay attention to this one. Many guys don't fear relationships. They fear the role they're expected to play. Provider, initiator, emotional anchor, problem solver. Always strong. Never tired. That pressure creates identity fatigue. And some men opt out not because they hate women, but because they refuse to live inside a script that slowly erodes them. Some guys guard their independence like oxygen, their schedule, their space, their mental quiet. This isn't selfishness. It's autonomy preservation. Psychology shows autonomy is a core psychological need, right alongside connection and competence. Take it away. Resentment follows. So they choose solitude. Not loneliness, control. Modern dating broke something. Endless options trigger choice paralysis. Your brain keeps thinking, what if there's someone better one swipe away? That kills commitment. And for many men, dating becomes rejection cycles, shallow conversations, performance pressure. Eventually, they unplug. Not because they failed, but because the game stopped making sense. Here's a radical idea. A girlfriend is not a requirement for a meaningful life. Some men get fulfillment from brotherhood, craft, creativity, purpose, physical challenge. Their emotional cup is full, and when your life already feels rich, a relationship becomes a choice, not a missing piece. That changes everything. Let's say it clearly. Some guys just don't want romantic relationships. With anyone. No trauma, no fear, no secret pain, just preference. And the healthiest thing society can do? Stop pathologizing that.